Marketing to the public sector is very different. You shouldn't consider the public sector, and particularly the federal government, as just another vertical in the U.S. market. It really is like going to market in another country. And if you were to go to market, for instance, in Japan and Portugal, you would do more than translate your collateral into Japanese and Portuguese. There's a different way of going to market. There are different rules and customs to be observed, and that's very true in the U.S. public sector market as well. A lot of the tried and true methods that work in the private sector do not resonate at all in the public sector, and in fact sometimes could get you in hot water because they're illegal. At immixGroup, we have a team of marketing professionals who collectively have decades of experience working in the public sector, and we leverage that experience on behalf of our suppliers and partners. First of all, you want to make sure that your messaging is on point. You need to use language that resonates with the government agencies and get to the point of how your solution addresses a specific mission, mandate, or pain point. You also need to ensure that your marketing is appropriate for an audience that's going to be using taxpayer money to buy your solutions. There's additional scrutiny because of that, and government influencers and decision makers will want to avoid even the appearance of impropriety. An example of a method that we use at immixGroup is to include multiple suppliers and partners as speakers at our events. This puts the government attendees and the government speakers more at ease because it eliminates the impression that they are giving preference to one manufacturer or supplier over another. There are very specific rules and regulations around marketing to the government. Ignoring or flouting them can land your company's name in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, or even get blacklisted from doing business with the government. So for instance, government employees are not allowed to accept anything with a value of $20 or more. And even then, they can only accept it under the widely attended gathering exception. At immixGroup, we keep our finger on the pulse of the regulations coming out of the Office of Government Ethics, so we're able to ensure that our suppliers and partners stay out of marketing trouble. Beyond the mistakes that can have these serious repercussions, there are just other pitfalls that can be avoided, and so you don't hamper your success. There are do's and don'ts, for instance, around the use of email, lists, webinar platforms, direct mail, even the sort of tchotchke you should or should not give out at your trade show booth. That largely depends on the scope of the relationship. Where there's a strong business relationship, we work with our suppliers and partners and as an extension of their marketing teams. We look to increase the value of current marketing investments they're making and then insert complementary net new marketing efforts. Those efforts include events, lead generation, thought leadership, content marketing, and channel development. And for all our suppliers and partners, we have marketing calendars with offerings in our technology categories of cybersecurity, cloud computing, big data and analytics, IT infrastructure, and enterprise mobility. Contact your immixGroup or Aero sales representative. You can also email me directly at Rita_Walston@immixgroup.com.